What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and we were gone for the weekend, but we are back, and there is so much to talk about with this joyful Christmas Eve event. I mean, we got value packages we need to make purchase of, which I'll probably just go ahead and get those knocked out of the way. We do have discounts now because of the last Black Friday event, basically giving us some really good deals and cutting down. I think we saved like 10% or something like that on all these, so instead of 7,500, we're spending like 6,500 contract starter gems every event, which is still pretty cool. I like it. I do need to do the summoning prizes. I'm gonna do that off screen because we all know that is really boring to watch. Honestly, I'm gonna buy up some of these hero copies that I want to be able to awaken and stuff. Not sure exactly which ones I want to grab besides them just yet, but of course we can retire a bunch of things, get a ton of the resources, and of course the joyful Christmas is an interesting one. There's so many different things going on in this event. This one is trippy, I'll be honest. This one just feels so weird to look at. It just misses with my eyes. Of course, we have the mysterious sales in this event. We have the Christmas gift, which is an interesting one. We can basically pick which gift we want. Remember that these shards are only 5 times, so it's not a full chest or anything like that. Me personally, I don't know which one I'm going for just yet, but of course we do have all of these claims that we can do. We will have this one unlocked as well because we're going to do some spending here today. The Lucky Festival is going to be the one with the lucky numbers, and again, because I wasn't really doing anything this weekend, I missed some of these, which feels bad. We have the Christmas Eve Dream, which is of course the story system that gets you guys the new rewards, including all of those treasure train stuff. Star Invitation is just kind of like everything else in this event right here. We have the Awakening, we have the treasure trains, which of course we're going to get a bunch more of those too. We're going to unlock all of this fun stuff. We're going to do the full relay, which I guess we can actually just go ahead and do right now because we have those coupons. If you guys don't know how to save money, in the link down below, you got the xsolla site with the code that we have for BARRYGAMING. All that's going to get you guys savings, and yeah, that's where we're going to cash in all of this spending we basically did. Grabbing the new skins, grabbing pretty much everything out of here. This is going to be giving us VIP, which gives us a bunch of these little Christmas bags. It gives us a lot of different things. So yeah, we're going pretty far into this right here. I don't know how. I think we're going to get the entirety of this event, honestly. Yeah, we still have 800 of those left. Where are we at? Are we at like the very end? Yeah, I don't know if I want to get this one for 100. You can purchase it up to 6 times. I think getting the last one for the storybook is good because you have to remember one thing I do also need to do is go to the value packages and basically purchase these guys out. So I'm going to do 1, and then let's jump off. We're going to do 2, 2, and this is why I also like the coupons. It just makes the purchase so much easier after the fact. And that leaves us with still probably a bunch of coupons I think left over, or not a bunch, but a decent amount, 276, which is not too bad. So we did get all of that purchased out. We got the full relay. We're accumulating a lot of tickets, which we're going to get even more of them by the end. We unlock the full gifts here. And of course, there's also this right here, the Sacred Workshop, where we got points just for spending, essentially. And the last little bit here is for doing the actual event. Beyond that, the last item is the Christmas Stockings. This one is by far the best value overall. We're going to, of course, unlock the free one. Gonna give us all the accumulated resources. We're gonna unlock this gem one because why not when we have this many gems? Yes, 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 yes. And we're gonna do the contract starry gem one as well because, well, that gives us more of those extra resources. And you can see right now we also have a way to convert. We have a lot more Prism Starry gems, which is always fun. And then this one, of course, I think is the paid one that just automatically looks like it unlocks. So we're good to go in all of these spots. Claim out all these treasures and everything. We're going to go through and do a decent amount of this event. I'm going to break down some of it here and there, but I do want to just convert all this over so that we have everything in Starry Gem form. We also have, of course, Sword Edge Arena. It's not one that I enjoy playing, so I usually kind of skip it. But as far as the events go, let's talk about this because, well, we already have a ton of these resources here. They get some decent rewards. Like if you get like Pages of the Destiny, scrolls, things like that, this event can be pretty solid too. This one is the trippy one. All right, this one I think I might actually talk about because there kind of is a strategy to this, but tap the screen to launch snowballs. Deluxe reindeer boxes are guaranteed after 30 tries. This one is kind of crazy. You probably don't need to spend all 40,000. There is, of course, I made a mistake in my original video that I was talking about, because I was talking about going up to 5,400 gems or 54,000. That's not possible. You can only get so far, but the chances of not hitting it with just gems is pretty low, because of course there are some breakpoints, there are some really good rewards in the deluxe reindeer box. There's just really cool things here. Getting these unlocked is going to be big. And of course, if you want to go further for these treasures and stuff, pretty cool. Now I'm also going to talk about the treasure train this time too, very briefly, before we get into events, because, well, this one is pretty dang good. We have yeah, Valor weaponry. This is going to be the one that enhanced the Star Devouring Bloom Madeline, so that's something we're going to talk about separately with that hero. But if we take a look at 2025 treasures, this is where it gets pretty good, because these are the class treasures, and we all know class treasures are some of the best ones because they're valid in every single game mode and for more heroes than just your Transcendence hero. So the first one, this one goes up to 10% all damage dealt to your mages, rangers, and assassins, which I guess if you're not using one of those and you're just using like warrior as your main damage dealer, not as impactful. Warriors though get a huge amount of attack reduction, damage reduction based on their attack. Really good, because that stacks with all other forms of it as well. And we have damage reduction offset for priests. That's the only one that I'm like, why did priest get that? Could you imagine if warrior got the damage reduction offset? That would be disgusting. That lowers the amount of damage reduction the enemy has. So if that would have hit, that would have been absolutely disgusting. You see, I already have a bunch of stuff. We're going to hold off to do all that a little bit later. Beyond that, I believe, where is it? Legacy Flame? Yep. So know how I talked about I had like cheaper value packages. This was from the Black Friday event. We of course have this other basic one that we had earlier on, and now we have the Wish Christmas Tree, which just flat up increases the all damage dealt on your account up to 3% if you max it out in this event, which I think you can. I'm pretty sure if you're spending and everything, you're getting a full Wishing Christmas Tree, which just flat 3% all damage dealt, which is cool. To be honest, I really like the Galaxy VIP card because it gives you those 10% discounts. Pretty dang good. But this is definitely one of those treasure train events I think you should chase after. Now, there's not many options to do because you do only get, like, it's basically giving you the ones here. There's different story points to get, like, certain distance and everything. It's intriguing. It's definitely intriguing because remember, there are 6 different points per entire chapter. As a free to play, you're only going to be able to get 2 points done, which does mean you are getting the reindeer antler Santa hat, which again, if I come over to the treasure train and jump on over to the festival treasures, you're basically going to be getting the warrior one, which I think is pretty impactful because most people are using like a Doom Terminator Vulcan or mainly a Lord of Fear Aspen. They might be using a Sun Wukong or something. Warriors are pretty popular as your main hero, so the fact that you're getting this one for doing this event free to play, I think is pretty good. Now, of course, there are some extra things you can do as a free to play just by covering the contract starry gem portion of this event, which I think is still pretty cool. It might be worth chasing after to get more of those treasures to power up your account, because again, if you do get just a little bit further in this event, you can also get the other one that increases the priest damage reduction or offset, but I mean, I don't really see that being great. The only way I'd really consider it is if I was going to be getting the festive sleigh. So there's a lot of different options here. This is a really solid event, I feel like, overall. And later on today, I think I'm going to be doing everything and breaking it down in a couple different videos, highlighting the different events. So let me know what you guys think. That is the overview of the Christmas event. It seems pretty dang good. I will say, which one was it? Lucky? No, the Duel of Snowland. This one still messes with my eyes. It just doesn't feel like it matches the aesthetic of this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.